The easiest way to get your shooters into a team-based tournament is by importing them. Usually the charity organization will provide you a spreadsheet, and frequently I just share this document with them and they fill it out for me, and then all I have to do is just import it. And I'm going to go over all of that right now. First, we're going to create the document for this tournament. So this is our charity test tournament, and it is 5-man teams, which, as we can see here, we set it up for 5-man teams. So we're going to open the 5-man shell. So if you need to do team-based tournaments, just call me or email me, and I'll share these documents with you. These documents will come to you read-only. So when you open it, you'll start out just by making a copy, and you'll call it whatever you're going to call it. So I'm going to say 2017 Charity Tournament Test. I think it's important to put the year in and the name of the charity. So if this was the Homes for Our Troops, I would call it 2017 Homes for Our Troops, because next year when we have the 2018 shoot, I don't want to give it a generic name of Homes for Our Troops, because next year I might import the wrong one. So I always want to know, because I'm going to do this tournament year after year, that I'm going to be working in the 2017. So I'm calling this 2017. Now this sheet has 3 tabs. The Lookup tab is information from iClays, so it knows where to put the people in. So in this tournament, we have a red course event. So we have an event called red course, and we have an event called blue course. And we only have one flight for each of these. And the red course rotation is Friday 9 a.m. red. So we'll put, I'm just using copy and paste so I don't make any typographical errors. The event ID you'll get right here. So 37181. So 37181. And for the blue course, I'm going to Home Events, edit the blue course, and the event ID is 37182. 37182. And of course your event IDs are going to be different. And I'm copying this rotation. Now I set this tournament up as 10 stations, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little pre-filling. This tab, this Lookup tab, is completely done now. If we come over to the Entrance tab, this is, and by the way, what we would do, we would take this document, which is currently private to me, and I would share it with some person at their charity, and then they would be able to edit it, put the shooters in, and it's a live web document, Google document, so it's very easy for everyone to work in. So I would share it with somebody, whoever's going to be putting them in, and I'm going to do a little pre-filling out for them, just to make it easy for them. So I'm gonna select the red course. We got 10 stations. So now if you're going to use B squads, you can go ahead and do 1A, 1B. I'm going to make this tournament small, so I'm just going to do 2, 3, 4. I like to pre-fill everything out here. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And since I'm going to have 2 courses, I can make life easy and just copy 1 through 10 and paste it here, and I have another set 1 through 10. So this is going to be my red course. I can just copy a few of these. And so you know what the lines are. The yellow lines are where the team captain's name go, and then below them the team members. So now on station 1 here, this is the blue course. I'm going to get a couple of those and copy them. And whatever you do on the captain line works for everyone on the team for the station number and the rotation. So I can accommodate 100 people here. If I wanted to do B squads, I could do them below, or I could mix them in on the top and take 200 shooters on this. But I'm just going to keep this simple for importing. And basically, I am done with it. At this point, I would share it, as we covered with share, and then the charity is going to fill it out. So to make this easy, I'm just going to copy 100 shooters out of another tournament. So this is just like simulating that they filled this information out. Okay, so the charity has now filled out all the information, and it's the day before. I like to wait until the day before the shoot, and you'll come over to the Export tab. Now the Export tab, so that you know, has a red background, and you never make any changes on it, because as you can see, the rule here is this is gathering information from the Entrance and Lookup tab, and this is only for exporting to iClaze. So they'll do all of their work on the Entrance tab. You'll come to Export and not make any changes, but this is where you will copy your information. You'll download this. You'll click File, Download As, comma separated values. Now I'm using Chrome. Chrome always downloads to the Downloads folder. So I'm going to come over into iClaze and let's take a look. I have no shooters in here. No one's enrolled. I'm going to go to Tools, Import Shooters. I'm going to make this full screen here now for you, and I'm going to choose the file, and here it is. I'm in my Downloads folder, 2017 Charity Test Tournament, Export Do Not Change, and I'm going to upload it. So it tells me that there are 100 records, and it is processing the 100 records. And so that you know, it takes 100 on the line, so when it reaches the end of the line at 100, then it will start listing everybody that's been imported. And you always want to scroll down to the bottom. It's giving me a couple potential warnings. They're not necessarily ladies, but the names could potentially be ladies. So this was something that we might want to look at, just to let the charity know if they are having a trophy for the high lady, that there's a couple of names that may have been females that weren't marked. So we're going to scroll down and we see that there's no warnings, and we're at the end of import, and we go to list shooters, and everyone's in the tournament. Now there's a button here that I can click teams, and I can see them by team. So I have this team, I have Cross Solutions, this is the captain, these are the team members, and that's how easy it is to import the shooters. So at this point, I would recommend you to move to the next tutorial on team member change forms.